Today I'm going to talk a little bit about small business bankruptcies. I'm going to touch on a little bit of Chapter 11, but mostly talk about Chapter 13 and Chapter 7. If you're operating a business and it has more than, when you add it all up together, more than $400,000 of unsecured debt or over $1 million of secured debt, you might not be eligible to do a Chapter 13 bankruptcy and might have to consider a Chapter 11. This office offers Chapter 11 debtor services. Chapter 11 is extremely complex, and you'll have to see Mr. Newton with our office. In Chapter 11, you have to propose a plan. Almost the next day after you file, you have to meet in front of the court to be allowed to use your cash. It's called a cash collateral motion or a one-day motion. There'll be orders put down requiring you to be current on all your post-petition tax obligations and tax filings. In addition to which, the court will ask that you pay to various creditors what's called adequate protection payments. Chapter 11 is extremely complex. You have to go through a disclosure statement, prepare a confirmed plan that's voted on by your creditors with actual balance. If you think you need a Chapter 11 business bankruptcy, or you're over the limits to do a Chapter 13, you might want to call Mr. Newton with this office at 865-588-5111 for a consultation about Chapter 11. Mostly, though, when you're operating a business and you're having financial problems, we can talk about doing a Chapter 13 or a Chapter 7. Most people come in and tell me, I want to keep my business and personal apart. 99.99% of the time, that is not possible, because on all of your business debt, it is guaranteed by you personally. So if you guarantee a lease payment under XYZ Corporation, it's the same as obligating yourself under a credit card or having a medical bill. Many times we can use Chapter 13 to reorganize both your personal debts and your business debts all together in one plan, and you can continue operating your business. Generally, you do have to do what's called monthly operating reports. In order to get a Chapter 13 case confirmed, you have to provide to the Chapter 13 trustee 6 months of operating reports before the date you file, and then provide an operating report every month thereafter. You have to have all your tax returns timely filed. Now, of course, you can include previous or pre-petition taxes, but in the future, once you file your case, you must remain current on your taxes. The Chapter 13 plan will encompass both personal and business debt, but allow you to continue operating and buy from necessary vendors on a cash basis. The advantage of Chapter 13 is, of course, it'll stop collection efforts and stop a vendor from closing down your business through a lawsuit or whatever. Generally, we find out people will tell us, well, gee, I'm incorporated. Well, that can be an impediment to doing a Chapter 13, but if the corporation is dissolved, then you can do an individual Chapter 13. Corporations cannot do Chapter 13s, and it's always the more inexpensive route, if you're having financial problems, to do an individual Chapter 13 bankruptcy. Chapter 7s, a lot of people come in and say, should I file bankruptcy on my corporation that's going out of business? There is absolutely never a reason to file bankruptcy on a defunct corporation. The only actions that the corporate creditors can take is to sue the corporation, which probably doesn't have any assets. So filing a small business Chapter 7 corporation bankruptcy is generally a waste of time or money. Sometimes it's been done if you have a long list of customers that are concerned and you're trying to really avoid phone calls at your house or whatever. At that point, a very simple corporate Chapter 7 might help. These are very complicated and sometimes technical issues, and it will require the services of an attorney like our firm to look at these issues before we can give you the advice of what avenue to take with your small business. We hope you're not having financial problems, but if you are, give us a call at 865-588-5111 so we can set up a free consultation to look at your situation. Thank you.